So we are halfway through. Oh, what? All right, guys, welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shanna, and if you are new here, we are a homeschooling family of 4. We are halfway through, actually, our 7th year of homeschooling for 6th and 2nd for the 2023-2024 school year. Guys, before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. This is our halfway through the school year update, and I wanted to do it a little differently. Frequently, when I share a day, I wind up sharing Mondays. I don't know why, it just tends to be easier. But this is not a Monday, and I'm also technically not finished with the school year yet, or with their semester yet, but I wanted to take you along for the school day and kind of talk about it a little differently, while it's still happening instead of in total retrospect. So that is the goal. We're going to see how that goes today. So let's pop over and check it out. Okay, so I don't know how I was expecting it to go, but I've got some footage that I will insert of us just doing schoolwork, but I don't know how I thought that was going to equate to doing an update. So I don't know what I was thinking. So instead, let's do like we normally do and do our normal updates. So as a whole, how I'm feeling about this year. I feel really good. I don't think that I'm doing a good job of tracking anything because I'm not tracking anything. I need to get better at that. I have a plan. My plan is to make myself a digital product that I will then make available. But I have to do that. So it's a good plan in theory. We will see how this shakes out. There's actually a few digital products that I want to make and kind of put out and share and get out there, but I just need to actually get to the point of doing that. I feel really good about almost everything that we're using, so that is very nice. Our scheduling is good. We did have a very rough start, our first day back after Thanksgiving break. But there was a lot going on there. Undiagnosed strep, didn't know we had that. My husband and I had just been sick. It was like a whole thing. However, looking ahead, I am making plans on how to ease back into getting into formal learning after Christmas. I'm already thinking on that because then once we start, not long after that, we're taking a vacation. So I'll need to be good at kind of getting back into the swing of things efficiently and effectively. So let's start. Okay, so on Mondays, you guys know Mama Bee Monday, we were doing High Gas Fee, which the girls have already finished. They love it. They watch it so quickly because they want to do it all the time. So I'm thinking that for the second half of the year, I'm going to incorporate either the Van Gogh set that came in Amelia's 6th grade kit that we haven't touched yet, or go back through High Gas Fee and do more of the art-based projects because they didn't do a lot of those. It was mostly the watching the videos and learning about the artists. So I think I will do that. And yes, we are doing, math is going great. Both girls are over halfway done now. But what I'm going to do for our last week before we take off, which I'm actually today going to film a video for this to come up, I think right before you watch this one, maybe, about why I build in a buffer, and this will be covered in that video. But what I'm intending to do is they've not yet taken their second unit exam. There are a few chapters actually past that, but they haven't taken that second unit test yet. And so I think I'm going to end the week before break with that test, but they are both math. You see as 30 lessons. They're both past half already. But I think that's okay. Something else that we are past half on is our Khan Academy biology. There's only 11 lessons left. So I think what I'm going to do is just pause on that, pick that up after the break. Let's see. Big history project. I can't believe it, but my goal is to do 2 lessons next week. And that will get us through the first 5 thresholds at Christmas break. And then we'll start. So theoretically halfway through the thresholds, even though I know that it doesn't equate the same as far as time, but I fully expected the big history project to take us 2 full years, and it might still, but because it's all kind of in line in Khan Academy, it's going really well. So it's going so much more smoothly than I anticipated, which is really, really nice. Let's see, watching Crash Course Mythology has been really fun. My kids enjoy that. It's so fun too, because like they'll learn something in Crash Course Mythology, you know, like a great flood. And then we pop over to Big History Project and they're talking about mass extinction events or something that's happened for my oldest daughter. And this happens for me in real life. I always think it's some sort of other force puts things on you until you learn your lesson. And, it was tectonic plates. And then in Michael Clay Thompson, they're talking about the man who discovered the theory behind tectonic plates shift. And and every subject she did, and it was like in her geography, and it's just all completely unrelated, but all at the same time, it just kept coming up like so much. I love when little things like that in the world just knit themselves together, put a pretty bow on top. So she was like writing an essay about it, but also reading about it in geography and learning about it, watching a video about it in Big History Project. I just think it's so fun when things like that happen and align, and it's like cosmic and perfect and wonderful. So I love that. But let me cheat. So Khan Academy, Crash Course Mythology, the kids love it. They just love watching those little videos, and it's fun. It's fun and they love it. Crash Course Biology, loving that. I think having the 2 biologies going hand in hand, again, with Big History Projects, we've finally gotten into the emergence of life, I think has been really beneficial because it's giving them so much information. Like, it's so thorough between the different things, but it's also not all harping on the same thing at the same time. So we're not getting bogged down with it, if that makes sense. But like something we've done this semester, you know, we did the gummy bears where you cut them up and do genetics, and we did cell models out of Play-Doh, and it's just fun. It's just fun stuff that we're enjoying. So that, I already filled you in on math. US Maps is good. They're reading it together, which I think is really sweet, and going over the little just information about the state. I'm not asking them to memorize the things. I'm not that person, right? I'm not like, I don't need to know that they can get tested on it. I just want the exposure, and I want them to enjoy it. So that's my philosophy on that. Spanish has been really nice as a family, because you guys know we're doing a cultured kid, and I should appreciate it for what it is, which is foreign language, and we're getting that, absolutely. But what I really appreciate is that we're sitting down and we're doing it together. And so we're watching the videos, and through the course of the week, you know, one of us is reminding the other one what the word is, and playing the little games together, and made up a little flashcard game, and that is what I like better. So yes, I love it for what it is intended for, but I love it more for the family learning that it is, like the family togetherness, because we do it with Dad, and it's one of the fewer things that he gets to be really, really in on, which I love. So that, it gives me feels. Okay, let's go with, okay. Let's talk about it for just a minute, because let me set these here and then I can see them whilst I chat. Okay, we're going to talk about the science curriculum that we're using, the Discover It science. We are still using it, which at my last update, I didn't know if we would be here. We did modify how we're using it, and I think I'm going to do that one more time. And have them, we're going to read the chapters, read the information, and then do like the little reviews at the end. It's good in that respect. If it were our only science, I think I'd appreciate it a lot more. If it were a style of learning that worked for all of us, I think I'd appreciate it a lot more. If we wanted science out of a textbook, I think we'd appreciate it a lot more. None of that is true. But I did purchase it, and it's not working against us. So therefore I'm going to continue using it. And again, what we're doing is we're doing 2 chapters a week, and reading them and then answering the questions at the end. So that's how we're doing that. If at any point it becomes too much or bogs us down, I'm going to cut it. It's going to go. It's going to be the first thing to go. And again, I have no intention of purchasing that again in the future. So that's my feelings on that. It's just not right for us. It's not bad. It's just not right for us. And therefore, I will be willing to drop it like a bad habit, the first sign of issue or concern. Okay, so let's go little kid to big kid. So little kid, math, she is doing multiplication. It's going very well for her. They do the skip counting and then multiplication, skip counting and then multiplication. And I think that coupled with the times tables, like it's going swimmingly for her. Let's see, poodle. I love Michael Clay Thompson. I love it. Every new level I get, I love it. They just came out with the 5th poodle book. We are currently on the 3rd one. So we are in poetry and she likes doing it. So I like doing it. We like doing it and we're, in it together. And I love that very much. All about reading. We are on, what did we do today? We did lesson 36 of 63. Like, I don't know. It's so many. And it's just easier and easier and easier and easier because she's just, she's reading now. So that's fun. She read me her whole story waiting in the doctor's office last week. Like, it's just, so that is fantastic. And I can't believe I will have used the entire All About Reading program because I don't stick with anything. So that's amazing. I say that. Math you see, and All About Reading. Those are my like ride or dies. You guys know my favorites. All About Spelling is going very well. She's doing great. And I know that it's that reinforcement of having learned the phonograms and then turning around and using that in spelling. It helps her make that, that same silent E rules, like those same things are repeated. And therefore we can fall back on that because we've got it down so well in All About Reading. So I know that is just huge, huge help, wonderful help. Let's see. Her thinking, you guys know we're just doing like the Logic Lollipop workbooks, which she's halfway through the 3rd one now because she like did half of it, I swear, in a day. Because I was working with her sister and not paying attention and she just kept going, which, I mean, there's worse things. There's absolutely worse things. Her cursive, or Zahner Blozer, she wanted to start with cursive. She didn't want to do print. So she started halfway through the book and has done all of the cursive. Now she's cycled back to print. Whatever makes them happy. That's not a hill I'm willing to die on. So that's cool. She loves her geography. She can read it on her own now. So that's awesome. She's doing her own thing because those are their little independent work kind of things that they can do. So yeah, I think that's it for that kid. Let's see, Amelia. So she is in pre-algebra. Now, I don't know when I'm supposed to allow a calculator, but like I don't yet. I don't know at what point I'm going to have to like do that. Yeah, I still haven't. Yeah, that's one of the things I want to do is a math like workbook, like a place to do your work. But she's doing great. She really is. And she's like, oh, I hate math. And she's getting a little fussy about it. But then once she figures it out and when she understands what she's supposed to do and then that step becomes easier, oh, it's not so bad. Okay. She doesn't like not knowing, which is fair. So when it's hard, she's not enjoying it. And then when it is, it's, we've moved on, we've aced it, and we're on to the next thing. So, feelings on that. Michael Clay Thompson. I love it. It's so much, but also, and I know that it's our style that makes it a good fit for us, but it's easy and meaty. Like I don't want to tell you it's easy to use because it suits our style so well. It is easy for us to use. And I hope that makes sense to you. Because of the kind of laissez-faire and the chill and go with it, which I do have a video on this. If I remember, I'll try to link it right up here on our 6th grade language arts. But the way that we're using it, it's fresh, it's nice, it's lots of discussion, which I like, not a lot of just practice for the sake of practice. It's just, I very much like it. And that same goes with Caesar's. And I love that she's getting those root words and she can figure out. She's like, oh, well, I know that in Big History Project, the layer of the atmosphere that contains all life is the biosphere because bio means life. Like, yes, that is spot on. And the whole reason that we're doing all of that. So you can push those things together. All about spelling, she will finish this week. And so I need to get the next level, which I'm kind of excited about because I was like, do I order it? What do I do? But there is a homeschool bookstore by me, which has gobs on gobs on gobs of curriculum that is not the kind I use. You guys know what I'm saying? But they do carry all about reading and all about spelling products. I have a reason to go in there. So I'm going to use that to go buy the book, because that gives me a reason to go in the store that I want to go into, but I don't want to go in and just be disheartened and not find anything that I need, blah, 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 like a whole thing. But I'm going to go in the store and I'm excited about it. So that her thinking, she just started a new one today. Just fun workbooks. That's all, you know, just getting them thinking outside of the box, little critical deduction skills, things like that. Little red herrings and all of that. It's going well. And then geography, she's actually gonna finish really early, which normally she's got quite a few sheets left, but she's been doing 2 a day. And so she's gonna finish it, I think, pretty soon. So it's like a whole thing, whatever. Yeah, so her essay writing is getting so good. And I'm so proud of her. And yeah, I think that's it. We are having just a really, really, really good time with school, which is really nice. Like, we're all enjoying it, and it's just good. This is a good year. Not all years are good. Not all of the whole year is good, because sometimes, like I said, our Monday back was a struggle and a half. But right now is good. It's good. It's good. Mom needs to step it up and get back into the good habits of schooling and real lifing around, you know, staying on the chores. I'm having a bit of a struggle. I'm at my systems. I'm letting my systems just go by the wayside, and I need to get back into that. I need to do the tracking. Okay, I've got a plan. So anyways, that's our halfway through update. How are you doing? What the heck is going on? It feels really good, but also really weird. And I don't know why it feels kind of weird. I don't know. Is it just that I can't accept that it is good? I don't know. Something is, I don't know. There's a weird energy, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Let me know how you feel, what you think, all of that. And how are you doing? How's your mid-year update? What you got going on? Is it good? Is it bad? Did you find some things to change? You find some things you will not do again? Some things that you will do again? You know what? I might feel weird because, you know, I just did, actually going up the week you're seeing this is my free 3rd, 6th, and 9th. And I am ready to start planning 3rd and 7th. And I think that's because I did so much research in doing these videos. And I'm so excited by the massive amount of things that are out there, but that are also free. Like, oh my gosh. Yes, there's amazing things. So amazing things. Oh gosh, and I got to look at Lindsay Sedano, one of the authors of History Quest, is making Hearth and Story, which is a secular alternative to The Good and the Beautiful. One, she is brilliant and amazing and so thorough, but she sent the curriculum over for me to get a look at. And I love Michael Clay Thompson, and I'm not going to give it up until it doesn't work for us. But go look at Hearth and Story. So good. So good. Okay. Is that it? That might be it. I'm just excited. I want to start playing it next year, which is, it's too early. It's too early. I understand. It's too early. I have too much going on. We get the holidays and like a vacation, which I'm super excited about and need to get on. But anyways, all right. Okay. Okay, guys, that's our halfway. I was rambling and a little crazy, but that's the energy I'm feeling today. So here you go. As always, guys, please, if you found this helpful, entertaining, or informative, scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope your year is going well. My year is going well. I'm excited. I'm excited for what's ahead. I'm excited for the break. I'm excited to keep going. And I am very, very, very excited to plan the next year. Bye, guys.